Is any of you beautiful? I really need to do my hair. So, and I wanted some cornstarch, y'all, but guess what? I ain't go to the store. I want to have a girl. Any girls on here? Let's have a girl chat. I'm taking my hair out because I feel like it look better instead of in these braids. I went like a little afro. I wonder why this ever. I'm trying to go live on my laptop, but it ain't working. Look, turn around, turn around. It ain't working, Jack. But anyway, what's up, y'all? So I want to show y'all I'm gonna show you what I was working on. Let me see. I'm gonna put you on the tripod. Ugh. Go on it. So, what? Tripod, why you want to fall over? Look. Oh my God, it's working. It's working. It's working. So, I basically took this one off and popped this one in here. And I swear, I didn't know it was charging. I had a longer charger in which I thought it was working. So this iPad, I mean, it's not an iPad. This tablet, it was on this charger right here. Come here, come here. It was on this charger for like 3 hours, so I thought it was charging my daggone tablet up. So after I took it off, because I didn't put it on yet, because I wanted to see what a tablet worked. Let's see. I hope they don't got no passcode on it. You gonna cut on? I was gonna ask y'all for some help. I'm like, why is it not working? Do y'all cut it on like this? Look, it's been a minute since I cut it on. I don't know. You cut it on that way? And the back is still not on here. I'm gonna let it charge up for a little bit. Like, I thought it wasn't gonna work. And this charger came with my earphones, in which I have yet to use it. But whatever. Do I have any girls on here? I want to have a girl chat. I want to have a girl chat. Hey, what is this? Oh, happens. I mean, guys, y'all can. I mean, if it's a guy on here, y'all can, partake in this conversation too. And I ain't washed my hair, but it's the chat on. Me. So y'all know y'all know I'm talking to or was talking to. I don't know how to explain it to someone, right? So the person is drum roll. He is 25. What, Sam? Did you just say a him? I surely did. Um, so I think I keep saying it. I haven't talked to or really dealt with a guy in over 15 years, other than my son's father. I tried a couple of other guys, like say last year, like talking to him, but like that didn't work. So anyway, the guy, he came to my house. I met him here, because he seen me first, but like he met me or saw me and got intrigued by me, but whatever. So he kept inboxing me on Facebook, and I'm looking like, yo, who are you? So then I had to inquire to my sister. I'm like, yo, who is this dude? She like, oh, that's that brother. I was like, oh, okay. So I was like, I'm going to see, if I can give him a try or whatever. So anyway, me and the guy, we were supposed to have a date in which Kason was supposed to be gone with his other mother, in which he didn't, say nothing about meeting up, the night before. So I was thinking that the date was over. or canceled. That's just the way that maybe the braids would look a little bit better. Whatever. But so I thought that the date was over with and it was canceled. Let's just cut you off. So I think that was like 2 Saturdays ago. So he didn't come here, and I kind of like got mad because I was like, because you said you was coming here, da 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 da. So we had like a little, well, in my head we had a little falling out. So we was talking, and I had went to CVS, and he was like, "Where you at?" I'm like, "CVS," but he had also told me he was gonna still come to my house. So then I was like, I'm at CVS. He like, "Oh, I'm home," and then that was it that I heard from him. So I kept telling my sister, I'm like, "Yo, this mother effer live with a female or got a girlfriend that be over his house." And my sister was like, "Why you say that?" I'm like, "Because it's like he got a curfew, and if you got a girlfriend, let me know. Let me know. So I don't have no stalkers coming knocking at my door. You know." So anyway, I think Sunday he was like, I was gonna still come over, but I got tired, because I did work, da 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 whatever. So this Saturday we made plans to meet up again, right? And my son's other mother had an emergency, so I had called him or text him on Friday. He was like, "We can't meet up, blah 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 blah." So he was like, "All right." We talked throughout the day, and then y'all know I'm normally about to go to bed right now. I'm normally in bed around say 2 o'clock, 2:30 at my latest. So anyway, he texted me and he was like, "Send you up?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm up." He like, "Can I come over?" But remember, it's like 2 something in the morning. So I'm thinking something wrong with him. And because he's somebody that's near and dear to somebody that's near and dear to me, I was like, it must be an emergency. So I'll let him come over my house. Right? So he got here around say like maybe 3 o'clock. Because I was still up. Because Kason had went to sleep early that night, and Kason had woke up, and I was trying to put him back to sleep. So Kason in the bedroom, and I put him to sleep. But when he got here, Kason woke up, and he like, "Ma, blank here, I can't go to sleep." I said, "Kason, you better go to sleep." So he like, I think like, oh, you know what? Earlier that day, I had asked him. I said, "How many women?" And I'm mad because I'm on an iPhone, so I can't text or say this word for word. I said, "How many women since October, when me and him started really like talking, have you had intercourse with, or are you?" I think I said having intercourse with, had intercourse with. He was like 2, so I interpreted that he was still continuously having intercourse with these 2 people. I might be wrong, but I never ever feel as though I'm wrong. I always like it's right. If I get this intuition, I'm always right. So I was like, he was like 2. I said, "All right, I'm gonna be woman enough to tell you, I'm sure." And I said, sharing one penis with 2 other people is too much for me. I said, I side to the south. But then, go back to him coming over later on that night. Right? What I had on? I had on a regular shirt, my red hooping shorts. And he was like he was on my couch or whatever. And I'm like on this side. He like, "Well, you don't like me?" I said, He like, "What?" He's like, "What I do? What I do?" I'm like, "You ain't do nothing." I said, "But if you messing with other women, I'm grown. I don't sure. I'm stingy with mine." So he was like, "Sin, I ain't messing with nobody." He said, "You asked me how many women, since October when we first started talking, was I, have I had sex with?" He was like, "2." He like, "I ain't lying." He like, "But I ain't messing with nobody right now." With this side eye. So anyway, I was like, "All right, cool." So I put on some type of Christmas movie. I don't remember what Christmas movie it was, but I put a Christmas movie on. And I'm trying not to pay him any mind because, one, I already know I'm very attracted to this young man. And I told him, I said, yo, I've never been attracted to a man like I am with this little boy, even though we didn't do. Let me stop calling him a little boy because he most definitely is not. With this young man in 15 years, okay? Just remember that. I have not been attracted to any man because when I first laid eyes on this boy, like in face to face, I wanted him. But anyway, he comes over, I'm trying not to pay him no mind watching my Christmas movie. He talking to me. He like saying, let me rub your feet. And y'all know I got an OnlyFans, right? So he was like, son, let me give you a massage on your OnlyFans. I'm like, no. I said, I ain't even post nothing on there yet. But he was like, all right, you got some lotion? I said, I don't have no lotion in my house, but I got some oil. So I think I set myself up, right? Because if somebody come over your house, you're supposed to wash out. So like right before he came here, I had took a shower. And then I had put oil on my body. So he was like, let me rub your body. Let me rub your feet. So I was like, all right. I let him rub my feet. And it was nice. But it was when he was doing it, it was kind of soft. I said, put some more. I'm like, I'm a little old. You can be a little rough for me. So he was being a little bit more rougher on my legs or whatever. So I don't know how. I don't know what happened, but he was just like telling me like, you scared of me? I'm like, boy, I'm 36 years old. I'm not scared of you or nobody else, right? So he was like, Sam. I was like, what? He like, can I kiss you? I was like, no, you can't kiss me. So he hugged me, he kissed my neck, and he might have kissed my ear, right? And after a while, I gave in. I kissed him back. Little boy, stop calling him a little boy, Sender, because he is not a little boy. He's a grown ass man. He's just younger than you. So anyway, on a scale 1 to 10 of how good he kissed to me, he kissed probably like a good 8. He got luscious lips just like me. Say, what is that? Luscious. Um. So anyway, we're gonna go to what happened, right? I think he put his hands on my Susie, right? This is gonna be a little graphic. He put his hands on my Susie and he was like, "Son, you like this?" I was like, "I ain't gonna stop you. Can you describe how he looked?" Mm. All right. So he is. I want to say he's 5'9", right? He's 5'9". When I met him, I was like, I'm glad you taller than me because I don't want to be looking down at nobody. Right? He was like, cause I don't. He's like, I don't like tall girls. He like, I like short people. But he like, you like 5 feet? I said, no, I'm 5'3 1/4. So you can push it up to 4 feet. I mean 5'4". So anyway, he got facial hair right here, mustache and a beard. No, this is a mustache and a beard. He got a little fade, maybe. I don't know, something going up here on his head. He's slender. He's slender. He got a nice little chest. Oh God, see. And his face he's very, very handsome. But I'm about to go back to what had happened, right? So he put his hand on my Susie. If you grown, you know what that means, right? And he was like, "Son, is this too much?" I was like, "No." I said, I'm like, when I feel uncomfortable, I will stop you, right? So he whispered in my ear. He was like, "Son, can I kiss you again?" So I allowed him to kiss me, and it just was like, okay, this gonna go somewhere. So he ended up doing mouth to mouth service on my box, right? Um, mm-mm. And he was like, Cinder, I'm doing to, y'all know my name's Cinder, right? He was like, Cinder, I'm doing too much. I said, no, I told you when I get, you know, to the point where I can't go no more, I'll stop you. So then I was just like, I don't want you to think that this may lead to me reciprocating or, you know, doing anything in return other than being a body, right? So I let him do it for like maybe like 5 minutes, and when I tell you, girl, when I tell you guys, just say cookie. No, I don't call it a cookie. He ate the box. He ate my box, and he ate it. When I tell y'all, he ate it really, really well. I'm being so graphic. He ate it really well. So anyway, somehow he stopped. I don't know if you know, I kind of made him nervous because I told y'all I haven't really been with a man other than my baby daddy, but my baby daddy don't count. So he was like, son, go get your toy because I want to see your juices. I'm like, I'm not letting you see me play with my toy. No, you ain't seen me play with my toy. In my head, I'm a freak, or I'm not gonna say I'm a freak. I'm very explore. I explore a lot, or you know, I'm very experienced. Let me say that word. I'm very experienced when it comes to sex. So I if we were a little ahead of where we were or whatever, I probably would allow him to play with my toys with me, right? So I was like, no. So then he was like, I just want you to put your box juices in my mouth. And I was like, what? What? So basically, yeah, he brought me to a climax. Very nice. Yeah, I know, right? Brought me to a climax. And then he kissed me. He was like, but I think he said in between of all of that, he was like, son, can I kiss both of your lips? And this is when he was kissing my top lips, right? So my retarded ass, this is what I said. I said, I don't like box juices. I don't like the taste of it. So he got off me. He said, but I'm confused. How you a lesbian, or how you like women? Because I told you I'm not going to use the lesbian word anymore because I'm trying to explore with men. Um, but you don't like the juices of the box. So I grabbed him. I'm like, come on, boy. So he went down on me, and because it's been a minute since I tasted the taste of a female, I enjoyed my own juices. Don't judge me. Um, but he did want to have sex with me, and I'm looking like, nah, I ain't ready for that. Was that wrong? Was that wrong of me? But I wanted to. Like the first day I met him, y'all, is a post on Facebook. I mean, it's a post, right? It's a post on here, like in my community, and it says, um, shit. Is a girl. I think she got a white shirt on and a black dress or a skirt, and she by a waterfall. When I first met him, that's how I was. Yeah, I was heated, but I was just like, oh, this is the first day I met him, and I'm like, I'm grown. I could have did it. Mike, listen, mind your business. I wanted to go. Look, I didn't really want him to eat the box, but you played with it, and I'm like, all right. And if I was to ever do something sexual on my OnlyFans, he will be my partner. Why? Because yeah. I don't know. I don't want y'all to see him because he might get a big head, and he's gonna watch this video. And I hope you don't comment on here because I don't want nobody to know who you is. Because I'm a black. Well, all comments got to be approved anyway, so y'all won't know who he is, even if he was a comment on here. But well, I don't know where I was about to go at. But like, I wanted to have sex with him. Like he played with himself. I think I'm almost certain that he did. Right? Though don't amp him out until you see. so so is my thing, right? So my little sisters, well, my two youngest sisters, the one that's always on here with me, and the other one that I had a crab night with, yeah. So they both know how I am. So they was like, well, maybe he can. Did I ride what? Ride his face? His face? Surely did. Did I ride it? No, I don't think I did. I don't think I did. But like he he was just like he was like getting this position. I'm like, damn it, I ain't have a man do me like this in years. And he younger than me, girl. You know what I'm talking about. I'm like, what do why came in? No, I didn't. I did not put his penis did not touch me at all. His penis did not touch me. No, I literally did not look at his penis. I should have looked at it because I keep throwing him hints to send me a dick pic, but he ain't never sent me one. You said why not? Cause he was like he wanted to rub my butt, right? So when he wanted to rub my butt, rubbing my butt, my head was turned the other way. You don't. See, I guess you guys be watching my YouTube videos a little bit too long, but yeah, I want a penis that's going to make me. Well, I don't know. I could probably do a small penis, but I need the small penis to be connected to somebody that I actually want it from. So like he even asked me about giving me head. He was like, "So do this feel the same way as it do with you and your baby father?" I said, "No." I said because it's going to sound mean, right? But it's not mean. Him and me and the guy, I wanted him, right? My son father, it's just like it in my head. It's like a courtesy thing, but like this courtesy thing, I stopped it months ago because I'm looking like, what am I getting out of it? What am I getting out of it? Like this dude, I'm like highly attracted to this dude. He might be butt ugly to y'all, but I'm highly attracted to this dude, and I don't wanna hype him up as y'all said, cause he already got it. I told him, I said, you give me pretty boy vibes, and he was like, what? That's not me. That's my brother. No, you give me pretty boy vibes too. So we gonna see, but I don't know. It's weird between us now. Oh, y'all seen his brother? Y'all seen his brother? And that's what I told him. So like, I kept trying to not like um talk to him because I like in my head I'm looking like you give me vibes like you live with a female because like even though he work early in the morning, so he goes to work. He get up at like 5 o'clock in the morning, and around like 7 or 8 o'clock, he be like dead sleep. Or sometimes it could be like we could be talking, and then like I be left on red, or no, I be left on delivered, but like not red because we both got iPhones. Excuse me. So I'm like, you live with a girl. He like, I don't live with a girl. I said, you do live with a girl. He like, Cinder, why would I lie to you? I'm looking like, I don't know, because maybe you just want to get some coolie. Maybe you just want to be like, you know what? That bitch said she was a dyke. Or she said, a worst time of having sex? Hmm. With a dude, um, the boy Jalen or the boy Kelly. So I told y'all I I've been trying to be with dudes, trying to be with dudes, because at the end of the day, bitches and niggas is the same thing. And I don't even say the M word because I don't say that word. But females and male are the same way. But I get more out of having a vagina in my face than having a penis in my face. And having a vagina, you know, rub carpets with me. Just think about it. I don't want to say all the words out, but it was a boy Kelly in which when I was driving Lyft, he ended up getting in my car like twice. So the first time he got in the car, you know, like I was real talkative. I'm like, hey, my name's Sam. Where you going at? Da 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 da. He worked at like a car shop, right? And I was like, I need me a man to work on my car, right? So the second time he got in my car, he was like, "Can I take you out on a date?" I was like, "I'm gay." So he was like, "No, no, no, no." He like, "I don't matter that you gay. Just let me take you out." So he took me out. We went out to eat a couple of times. Kelly could kiss his ass off. One time I brought him to my house, and I remember I was on my period. I was on my period, and he wanted to play with me, and I'm like I got a tampon in anyway, so why not? So he played with it, and he never knew I was on my period. Never knew I was on my period. But Kelly pulled out his penis, right? His penis was like this. Sam, what do you mean? This is like, it might not have been this long. It probably could have been like this long, right? But I mean, like this width. And I instantly got turned off. Instantly. Um, so I told my sisters, I was like, he could kiss his butt off, but his hot dog his penis remind me of an uncooked hot dog. And my sisters were like, you is just so picky. They're like, you ain't do nothing. I said, no. I was like, okay, time for you to go home. Then it was the boy Jalen. I met him when I was couponing because I told you guys I can coupon my butt off. I got coupons on my floor right under my tree, in which I have to redo because Kason messed my tree up. But me and Jalen, we went out to dinner a couple of times. You went to the movies. I don't know what else we did, but he was cool, and he was an army. I don't know if he was I think he was like reserve army, right? He ate me out. I ain't suck no penis because I ain't. The last penis I sucked was my baby daddy penis, and I ain't sucking no. Right now, I ain't sucking no more penises. Now, keep that alien away from me. But Jalen, he ate my stuff. He didn't get me to a climax, right? And I remember he tried to have sex with me, and it was like I was like, nah, I'm done. And it was like 3 something in the morning at his house. I put my clothes back on and I left. And I don't think I ever talked to him again. Like on Facebook, dating app, he popped up, but I clicked on his profile and I blocked his butt. Like I say, they're the only worst times that I can remember. Like my sister like, oh, you want real big private parts? I said no, I don't want real big private parts. I just want something that I know I'm gonna feel. You feel me? And then it's sometimes it don't even matter. I don't know. It's been so long since I've really been with a man that I actually wanted to be with. And so how can you say that and you got a baby by your baby daddy? I love my baby daddy, but my baby daddy got a whole girlfriend, whole significant other. So like in my head, it could never go nowhere with my baby daddy. It can't go nowhere. Um, I love him though. I love him. I gotta keep saying this. I love my baby daddy. I love my baby daddy. But having sex with my baby father it leaves me empty. It leaves me very unsatisfied. I be looking like, why the fuck am I doing this? And baby daddy, I know you're gonna watch this video. I know you're gonna watch this video. I love you. I love you. So okay. So I have been with a guy who had a small penis, in which I loved him, and that motherfucking small, excuse my language, that small penis used to satisfy me, right? But again, if I do not have a emotional connection to you or a sexual desire to be with you, that penis is not going to satisfy me, and I'm going to talk shit about you to my sisters. I talk shit about everybody. Kenda and Mika, they know all my secrets. Yeah, but I don't know. But I need to stop hyping yo up, because if you had to guess my sign, what sign would you which sign would you guess? Guess my sign, y'all, if y'all can guess it. Nope. Leo. I don't even know what my daddy is. That might be September. I'm not a Leo. Most definitely Scorpio. I am a Scorpio. My friend is the well, I don't know what to call him. The guy, he is a Cancer, and I was told we make good sexual partners. So yeah. I'm tired, y'all. I'm tired. But I want to ask my friend to come over here again, but I just noticed I told on myself. Match made in heaven. Shit. It say that Scorpios and Aries is a match in heaven. Hell no. Oh, you want some D? No, I want him. And the D is just attached to him. But let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all something. This young man, this young man, y'all been together for 15 years, is a freak. And I told him, I was like, he asked me, he was like, so was it too much? I said, no, it wasn't too much. He was like, was you nervous? I said, no, I wasn't nervous. I said I wanted it. Like I told him from previously. I was like, when I first laid eyes on you, I told my sister I wanted to jump his bone. She said, you just sound so old. She's like, well, why you didn't do it? I was like, because, my baby was here and my baby was up. So I can't do nothing if my baby up. So she was like, well, I was like, next time he come, I'm going to make sure Casey gone. But he set me up because, like, in my head, I was like, ain't nothing open after 12 o'clock, right? Sister, that's Scorpio here. So, I said, ain't nothing, in my head, I was like, ain't nothing open in Baltimore after 10 o'clock. Well, really, it's like 12 o'clock besides legs. And I told y'all, he got here at 3 o'clock. But I really thought something was wrong with him. Who, me? I can be a free to a T with someone that I actually like. Yeah. I just wish, I don't know. I wish this boy, let me stop calling him a boy, because he's not a boy. He's a grown ass man. I wish he was just like a more, like, y'all see how I talk a lot? I wish he was like more talkative. Like, ask me questions. Like, even though, like, I don't want him to be my boyfriend, like, but if you're gonna be my bedmate or somebody that I do stuff with, ask me questions. Still get to know me, like, on a certain level. Just don't make it like a high and by situation. Like, no, I'm not a high and by type of girl. Like, you need to ask me questions. Like, saying, what's your favorite color? What you like to eat? So, okay. So I was thinking about doing some stuff like that, but drinking with him might be a bad idea. It really may be a bad idea. It may be a bad idea. Dice guys. You trying to set me up, yo? Are you trying to set me up? You trying to set me up? It just it amazes me, right? Because let me tell you something. I was like, my sister was like, would you ever mess with a guy again? I was like, probably not. No, no, probably not. Mm-mm. And then this little young ass tenderoni, right? Come along, and I'm looking like when he came here, when the first time he came here, I could just remember, like I didn't hug him because Kason was out. Man, in fact, I'm going to tell my husband I want to play. I'm old. Bad enough when he was trying to rub my butt, he wanted to get me in like some type of position. He like, yeah, my little young tenderoni ass. I said, yeah. I'm like, I'm old, and it been a minute since I've been pretty much. I used to be real flexible, but like, I ain't been doing nothing. I got like a little, I got fat. So I'm not flexible like I used to be. So y'all might start seeing me doing some videos. I told him to start. I told him to come over here and help me stretch out. Oh, y'all gotta tell your age gap. Hmm. I listen. Listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me. My son father, because my son father is technically one of my ex boyfriends, right? Well, he is one of my ex boyfriends, and me and my son father, we used to do a lot of shit. I remember. I remember one day. I don't know, like we was in the car. Like me and my son father, I want to say we have an age gap of 16 years. Yeah, he's old. He's 52 right now, I think. Um, and I'm 36. So, my son father and us, we used to always like fuck in the car. Like it used to be so convenient because like one, my mom was like, no, he can't come over here, and he was used to be always at work. Whatever. Have I ever fucked him in my mama's house? Yeah, I fucked him in my mama's house a couple times. Yeah. Sorry, mommy. Sorry. Um, um, I stretched my backs out. Are you talking about your vagina? Oh, yeah, stretch that. My bad. Where everybody go? What? I came back. I came back. And then look. I really need to exercise, y'all. And then the one thing about him that the dude did that I ain't like, because he kind of like big girls, right? And I know I'm a big girl. I'm a big girl. I love my body. I just wish it was a little bit smaller, right? But the one thing I did not like that he did was kept rubbing my belly. Like I can't lift my dress up because ain't nothing under here. But look, he kept rubbing it. Like, why you rubbing my belly? But he smells good. His hands feel good. Oh my goodness. Where everybody going? Where everybody going? Where did everybody go? Where did everybody go? Where my earphones at? Because I was singing y'all a song. Y'all want me to sing a song? At first I was afraid. I was petrified. My phone is frozen. This phone is frozen. Let me look at it. What was I talking about? I was talking about what was I talking about? This one? I was talking about oh look. Yo, I can't believe I like a fucking boy. Senda, stop calling this young man a boy. I can't believe I like a young man. And then like somebody was like, well, how do your baby daddy feel about it? Do it matter how my baby daddy feel about it? My son father and I are not together. Do my son father love me? Yes, he does. But I'm not in love with him, and I'm looking like I can't. I I feel bad because we do have a baby together, but sorry. Oh my head, y'all. I am happy. Oh, the cut off. Yeah. I want to answer some of these questions, but it's on this phone. I think it's on this. Most of them is on this phone. Let's see. Y'all know that the like the tell anonymously like app. Is it on this phone? I got too many. Look, I got too many goddamn devices. I do, and it's not on this phone. What is going on? What happened with this device? Since anybody on here, how long you been eating cornstarch? I've been eating cornstarch probably since I was like 11, and I'm 36. Do the math on that. The longest I ever went without eating cornstarch probably like 5 years, maybe 3, because I was with my ex for like 8 years, and probably the last 3 years of us being together, I ate cornstarch because she drove me crazy. And I'm trying to stop, but see, the whole thing about trying to stop, and I never really like shared my addiction. I want to say addiction. My love for cornstarch on YouTube. Like I would do like random videos. I think I posted my first video of me eating cornstarch in like 2017. But then like now that I post videos, I'm looking like, well, I want my numbers to stay up. I want my numbers to stay up. But at the end of the day, um, I keep getting yeast infections. I keep getting yeast infections. I haven't had one in like 2 months, so let's knock on the air. And I'm heavy. Y'all see my y'all see my nipples. um, Also, like my tongue, I have like it's called like a graphic tongue. Um, and like I want to go back to the yeast infection, the yeast infection thing. Like now that I may be dealing with a man or men, right? I need to make sure my coochie, or just dealing with people in general, I just need to make sure my coochie is right. I don't want to be like, I can smell yeast infection, or what, however it be. So that's one reason why I want to stop. And then also, if I stop eating cornstarch, I will lose weight. Why? Because when I eat cornstarch in like a big amount, a large quantity of cornstarch. See, I never experienced that tongue thing that I used to get nosebleed. I've never had a nosebleed. Um, and then like I like my teeth. So the whole thing about having to get the wisdom teeth pulled out, and I don't want to say it was just because of the cornstarch, but the cornstarch did play a part in it, because I actually got to get the other 3 pulled out as well. I wish they would have just pulled them all out at the same time, but it was like, well, the referral was just for the one tooth, so you got to come back and get the other 3 pulled out. But I hope the pain that I feel when I get the other three pulled out will be the same as if, I mean, same how I got this one pulled out, because the pain was like probably like a 1 to like a 0, because I was feeling a little bit of pain, but then like I took pills because I thought the pain was coming, but then again, nah. So I eat ice cream every place of craving. Yo, let me tell you something. It's ice cream in my refrigerator, and no, I might like try to eat stuff I see or something like that. So if you don't mind me asking, what happened with me and my baby father, like relationship wise, my son father and I, me and my son father broke up because of the fact that I saw like a woman. So, technically, he is my last boyfriend. I loved him. He loved me, but like when I needed him, and this is gonna be crazy. It's gonna sound crazy. Like, I think we started falling out around the time my sister died. I'm almost certain of that. So my sister was in the hospital, and basically he wasn't there for me. So he was doing what he was doing, and I guess we probably was in the middle of a falling out because I probably cheated or some shit like that. What's the phase? I'm still highly attracted to women. I Other than this guy that I look how big my arm is. Other than this guy that came over here, I have not been attracted to a man. Kelly, I don't know. Like I just be like, let me just see. Let me just see. You know, let me just see if I can be interested in a guy. But I don't know. I don't want to say I'm bi. If I would give myself a label, I would say lesbian. Like lesbian, like I love women. I say it again. I love women. I love women. But I'm like, for right now, I want to explore a little bit. I want to explore a little bit. Could I say in the future I might only date men? Fuck no. Nope. You liking women? I know a few women that would no. No. When? So when did that start? When did what start? I'm talking, so I don't remember. Nah. I was literally married to a female. Like I would still have been married to my ex-wife if my ex-wife wasn't crazy and suicidal, you know, and if she treated me right, I would have still been married to my ex-wife. Now, on this, liking women. I always liked women. If that's the question you're asking me, I liked women when I was young. Oh no! Listen, ask me questions, honey. I don't give a. I really don't care what people think of me. I'm grown. As people say, you only get one life to live. And if I want to hop on a dick every now and then, guess what? I'm gonna hop on a dick. But like for say 14 years, I'm lying. So from 2000 and say 6 to 2015, I was not with a man. When I left my ex-wife, I started to have sex with my son's father on March the 28th to try to conceive my son. And it was a long, say this with me, it was a long process. Oh my God, it was a long process. And it was a weird, because like when we first would do it, I was cool with it. But then after a while, I was telling him like, you must have got fucking fixed because you just like having sex with me. And that was like the day in which I got pregnant, which was April the 18th. And it's crazy that I know the damn date that I got pregnant. I got pregnant, or the day in which the sperm met the egg and whatever, was April the 18th. But like, I think we had took like 2 or 3 months off because he had to get his hip replaced. Doesn't that sound crazy? Like, yo, you messing with your baby daddy got a hip replacement? Yeah, he had to get a hip replacement. I told y'all he's 16 years older than me. But anyway, he ended up losing weight, and I think him losing weight made it to the point where I got pregnant. But the day that we had sex, I was like, you must have got fixed and you like having sex with me. I said, if I'm not pregnant this time this time around, we ain't never fucking again. And what day? I told him. If y'all look, I don't know, it probably was like March, April, May the 6th. I texted his ass. I was like, because I was feeling like I was pregnant, and I peed on the stick. I texted him. I was like, I'm pregnant. I texted him that. That was so rude, so mean, right? So mean. But whatever. I texted him that I was pregnant. Y'all got me up here. It's at 3:00 in the morning. It's T42. But my homegirl was on the phone, and I was like, I'm pregnant. And my whole pregnancy, I didn't have sex with him at all. I had sex with a girl twice. She tried to have sex with she tried to penetrate me. I don't do that. Did she try to penetrate me? I think she probably did. And I'm not down with that. But anyway, yeah, I had sex with her twice. But then when she found out I was pregnant, like, things hit the wall. So yeah, that's probably why I had to get a C-section with my son, because like I wasn't fucking. My doctor kept saying, "Send a fuck. You gotta have sex. You gotta have sex." Listen, I can tell you from Baltimore, we all have that same accent. People are so judgmental nowadays. Let me tell you something. I don't care, cause guess what? Ain't nobody on here financing me, fucking me, or going to sleep with me at night, or feeding me. If you don't do none of them, hate them. What happened with this device? Do you have any questions? Any questions? Oh, somebody asked me for a first time with a girl. I guess I can tell you all my first experience with a female. She not gonna watch this, so I can basically say her name. I don't care, because people already know who she is. The first girl I ever had a crush on, her name was Smurf. And Smurf was short, light skinned. She had dreadlocks. She cut her dreadlocks off. And that was probably like in the 9th grade, 10th or 11th. But like, I was like, oh my God, she's so cute. Oh, I'm like, I could just eat her up. But anyway, the first girl I ever had relations with was my coworker. In case I put Candy on me. And her name, we used to call her Bazzy. Or I call her cute ass, because that's what she is. Or what I call her? I call her the baddest bitch, for real. I think something like that. I forget. So anyway, we used to work at a warehouse together, and at the warehouse or whatever, we used to work on separate lines at first. We used to make cover girls. If y'all know who make cover girls, y'all know where I used to work at. So I ended up being transferred to her line, which was crazy, because everybody who worked the front half or the end half of the line was gay. Besides, maybe it was a couple. A light-skinned girl, salt and pepper. It was a light-skinned girl and a dark-skinned dude. They got married, had a baby. But anyway, everybody else was gay. So we went to another coworker birthday party, right? And at this birthday party, I remember I had on like this tight brown shirt, some nice tight jeans, and we was drinking on Smirnoff, Malibu, and something else. I don't remember the third one. But I was highly intoxicated, and at this party, all the boys wanted to dance with me. They kept grabbing on me. I'm like, no, I'm dancing with her, right? Never have me and her ever been out. Never have we ever like, yo, I'm going to just dance with you at this party. But I just danced with her. I danced with her and my two homegirls. I didn't dance with no dudes. So anyway, it was time to leave the party, right? And this is before I was driving. So she was like, Cinda, how you getting home? I'm like, I'm going home with you. She like, you is? I said, yes, I am. I'm going home with you. So we had to drop our two homegirls off. Well, she had to drop our two homegirls off, in which they live closer. Well, they lived it further away, and I lived it closer. So I remember she went to the gas station and she's like, Cinda, you gonna really do this? I said, yeah, I'm really gonna do this. I'm up. Hi Melissa. So anyway, we ended up going to her house, and she used to live with her aunt, right? So we go into the house, and I remember the one thing that the first thing that I remember about going into this goddamn house, like you go in, like you right here by the wall that divides the other side of the the other house. So she turned around and she put a fucking pin code on the alarm. So she was like, huh, now you can't get out, right? So I was like, in my head, I'm like, girl, I don't want to get out. But she had told me, she's like, oh, my room is on the third floor, front room, right? So I was like, all right. I remember I goes upstairs, I take off my clothes, I fold my clothes, I folded my shirt and I folded my pants up, my shoes and my socks was off. Who we talking about? We talking about the first girl right now we talking about that. You kind of late. So we talking about the first girl I ever been with. So we go home. I go upstairs. I take off all the outer layers, the shoes, the socks, my pants, and my shirt. I took and folded it up and put it on her little dresser when you first came in the room. And then I got in the bed, but I got in the bed with my bra and my underwear on, right? Because I was like, at the end of the day, if you about to fuck me, you got to do some type of work to get me undressed, right? So I remember she had the front room and the back room, because it was just her aunt who lived there. So the room had like this, it was a game system, but it had music hooked up to it, real loud. And I remember like, it was like love music, and then it was also like Baltimore club music. And anyway, she come upstairs and she's like, well, Cinda, why you didn't take this off? I said, because you got to work for this, boo. You got to work for it. So I was really intoxicated, guys. I was really intoxicated. And I remember she ate my pussy for like 2 hours straight. But I couldn't come. I couldn't climax. So let me stop being. She ate my box for like 2 hours and I couldn't climax. Not that I didn't enjoy it. It was just like, bitch, you too drunk for this. And it probably seemed like it was 2 hours, but it was like a long time that she was down there. She would stop and then she would go back, because I guess I was kind of like fucking up her ego. Be like, I'm good at this. You new to this. You should just be coming off. Anyway, we ended up going to sleep. And I remember waking up the next morning to her eating my stuff. And when I tell y'all, it was the best. It was the best hit I ever had in my whole entire life. And I'd have been with a handful of men by this time. Maybe 2 or 3 handful of men by this time. But she was the best person to ever give me head. Previously, for other women that I've been with. So anyway, I remember after we got up or whatever, we called our homegirl, and I'm like, girl, guess where I'm at? They both were still together. I'm like, girl, guess where I'm at? But I was talking to Erica. Erica won't mind me saying her name. So she like, where you at? I'm like, girl, I'm so over Bazzy house. She like, y'all did it? I'm like, girl, yes. She's like, how was it? I was like, it was better the second time around, like, in the morning time. She's like, why? I was like, girl, because I could not enjoy it last night. But I said, that shit was good this morning. Yes. So, I want to say she was the first person to ever make me come from being penetrated in my whole entire life. But she's a girl. She was better at it. She was better at it than with men. What else? I said she was a pussy monster. I don't know, she might have been. um, then I remember she was my first girl that I ever went down on, and this is how this played out. I remember like because we ended up talking or messing around for like say 6 or 7 months, right? So in the midst of that, my son father, ooh, I guess is out. my my ex boyfriend, which happened to be my son's father. So yeah. Anyway, my son's father is actually my last boyfriend. But anyway, um, he found out that I was having sex with her because he had my, like when you in a call with your significant other, whatever, you put your passcode in to your voicemail, so you don't really pay no mind. So um, we having sex, but I wanted something to like actually. I think he knew about her before this because for Valentine's Day I was with her on the 13th of February, right? So we woke up to her car having a teddy bear on it that was from my ex, well, was from him or whatever. So anyway, one time he had called my answer service, but I think this is when he gave me an ultimatum, like, you got to stop talking to her or we can't be together. I loved him, but I loved her too. So it was just like, which one I want to go with? And I chose him over her, in which I probably kind of fucked myself for that, but whatever. He was like, no, he calls my answer service, but I said I wanted to have something. I wanted something to remind me of her and me together. So as we are having intercourse, I called my phone and I leave myself an answer service of me and her being intimate, right? And I remember she was like, "Did you miss this dick?" I was like, "Yes, I missed this dick." She was like, "Who pussy is this?" I was like, "You going?" It's crazy. Um, don't judge me. What else? What else? What else? I guess he was the one who told my family and them that I was messing with women because I think that day, I think that day that I woke up from her house and from him hearing the voice messages, because he was like, because my phone had died, right? He was like, I thought something was wrong with you. So you know what I did all night? I listened to your message all night. I was like, what message? And I'm like, how you get my voice message? You know, my voice pen or whatever. So he was like, I had walked in my house, right? And he was like, come outside. And I was like, God damn, I'm caught. Because I had told him I wasn't going to mess with her no more. It was like, dun, 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 dun. He was like, where was you at last night? I was like, I was home. He like, you was home? He like, that's your story, you gonna stick to it, right? I was like, yeah. He like, where your phone at? And I'm like, why the fuck is he asking for my phone? Right? So he was like, I'm like, my phone dead. He like, I got a phone charger, let me charge it. I was like, why? Right? So he plugs the phone up. He said, call your voice message. Call your answer service. And once he said that, I already knew I was caught. I already knew. But in my head, I was just like, how the fuck did you know what my PIN number was? So, anyway, he was like, if you want us to be together, right, you got to tell your mother. And this is how this scenario go down. So, he like, because I'm going to tell your mother. And I'm looking like, well, I'd rather tell my mother myself. So, he was like, all right. I think he was calling my mother outside. So I was like, no, man, stay in the house. So my mother was sitting on a chair or whatever. And I was just like, man, remember the girl? I'm like, you know the girl that take me to work, right? She like, yeah. She like, what? I was like, yeah, we kicking it. And she like, what you mean kicking it? I said, I guess, he like, she having sex with the girl. My mother was like, what? You eat pussy? I said, no, I don't eat pussy. I don't eat pussy. She eat my pussy. So then I remember that day we had crabs, but the sisters and brothers, we had crabs, and basically everybody pretty much like um, had their input on me being with women. My oldest sister told me, just don't never have no kids and don't get married. My brother was in jail, so it didn't really matter to him. How long have it been since I've been with women? This this happened in 2005. It may have been 2006, but it happened after my sister died. Um, so my sister Rawson was like, "Oh, you dyke." Like my sister Rawson, she wasn't really accepted. She's like, "You dyke ass bitch." My sister Coquille had passed away, so basically, I think what I had heard, like my sister was telling everybody before she died that I was gonna be gay. Um, my brother Roland was like, I don't remember what Roland said. My brother Chanel was like, well, just fuck with some bi bitches, right? So we can share them. I'm like, no. My sister Shantae, she like, Coquille told me you was gonna be gay. And then Shanae, I want to say she kind of, I think Shanae, Shamika, and Kenda, they all say at the end of the day, you still my sister, I'm going to love you. We're going to no matter what. So, yeah, that's my coming out story. Or what happened. And what else? I don't know what else happened. Do I miss my first? No, we had sex like a while afterwards, and the sex game it was different. I didn't like it. Probably because I wasn't like madly like I told y'all. Like for me, I need to have a sexual attraction or sexual desire to be at my highest nastiness. Yeah. Anyway, any more questions? I done told y'all my whole life story in an hour. Let's see. Did I miss anything? Monster. You missed that mouth. Her mouth was good. Her mouth was good. You missed it, Melissa. I told them about. You remember I told y'all I was talking to a dude. I told them about the dude. He came over here, girl. He ate the kitty cat. Mm. He pulled his penis out too, but I didn't get to see it because I was like this. Like he was on this side, and I was like, my back was turned to him, and I had my head like. But I got a glance of it. I just hope that he's not uncircumcised because those dicks look ugly. Dicks to me, period, are ugly. Yeah, like one eye monsters. He had a one eye monster. Ew. Ew. How do y'all cut this on? Like, do you push this button? Do y'all push this button to make it come on? Let me unplug it and push this button. I don't know. It's charging. I just don't know how to cut it on. What? Any more questions before I get off here, y'all? Do I have an iPhone? I do have an iPhone. You want to play me in an iMessage game? Um, if you look on my about me thing, it's on there. It says pretty much my email. CINWE84 at Gmail. No. CIN84 at me.com. crazy. Or you can do iMail. No, it's called iCloud. Is it iCloud? Yeah. Don't get mad if I beat you, right? Y'all, but I don't know. I want to tell you about this dude though. I really think he got a girlfriend. So like sometimes like I be like if he's in my presence, I'm really like, oh God, I just want to fuck him. But he don't talk enough for me. And I'm like I'm here in this house by myself. I'm like I need somebody else to talk to. But I think he might be the first guy that I have sex with. He might. But Casey can't be here. And I told y'all I live like in a little apartment. It's like this is the front room, the dining room, the kitchen area, and then that is the bedroom. So my son most definitely can't be here. Like I want to be extra. Like I don't want to be like he my boyfriend or nothing like that. But I just want to make it like we together, and fuck with no cares in the world. That sounds so. Yeah. Mm. Cause he nasty. He like really nasty. Like they gonna make this. They gonna block this video. Watch. He real nasty though. He's real nasty. Yo. Oh, that's what he did. He kissed me. He put his finger in my stuff, and then he licked it. And then he was like, "Son, can I kiss both of your lips?" I was like, hold up, wait. I was like, I don't like to taste of pussy. He was like, but you confusing me. How you don't like the taste of pussy and you a lesbian? So I think he had went down on me, right? By this time. And I grabbed his ass back up, like, come give me them lips, boy. Give me them top lips. I need to stop. I need to stop. And then look, both my son father and he is the boy might see this video. And for anybody who say, "Oh, Sim, bring him on bring him on YouTube, bring him on YouTube," he ain't my nigga. He ain't my nigga. Let me not say that. He's not my guy. He's not mine. So even if he was to come on here, his face would have to be his face would have to be covered. Why? Because I'm not giving him no shine time on this channel. But y'all gonna be like, he handsome. He's really, he nice. He like, how do we? I'm not gonna show y'all him, right? I'm gonna show y'all his body. Y'all wanna see his body? It's like I don't got no body shots here. Not yet. Oh, and this phone got the tell me on it, right? So this little app right here. I always told y'all that. I'm like, you know how like most people won't do certain shit sexually? Like, so what was he doing? I think he was kissing me, right? So then all of a sudden he grabbed my neck. I ain't say nothing at first. But like when he stopped and when we calmed down, I said, who the fuck told you they grabbed my neck? He like, well, what did he say? He just was going with the flow. And I'm looking like, okay. So I had told him, I was like, after the fact, I could probably, I don't know word from word, but I was just like, I really enjoyed last night, right? He like, it wasn't too much. No, it wasn't too much. Like, I keep telling y'all, like, when I first met homeboy, I wanted to jump his bones. I don't know if I wanted to ride it, but I wanted him sexually the first night I seen him, and that is bad. That's bad because that's used to be that's the old me. That's the old me. But I knew I was going to do something with him. But I was just like, I was like, you nasty, and that's a plus. And you know, like for me, I was like, I don't really like dating new people because, especially like on a sexual level, I don't want to pretty much have to explain what it is. I don't like to have to explain my sexual likes and desires. Like the only thing he didn't do to me was while he was eating me out or whatever, and which I like it. I don't know about y'all. I don't know about y'all. He didn't put his finger in my butt, saying you is nasty tonight. I know. If he would have did that, I probably would have been like, come on, fuck me, just fuck me right now. I probably would like, just fuck me right now. But yeah, he didn't do that, so he didn't get to fuck me. Yeah, I know my neighbors like, this bitch always up late night, act like she talking to herself. Y'all gonna make my neighbors think I'm crazy. But I want to tell y'all some of these. I want to answer some of these telltales on this thingy before I go to bed. Um, and why would y'all call me a freak? I'm sexually experienced, and that's the best way to be. Best way. Say what it is. Best way to be. So it was like, what is it? This make me feel like this is him, or maybe my baby daddy. What's your opinion on fake accounts only to be used for stalking? If you want to know, for me, if you stalk somebody, you may learn details about that person and which you might not want to know. Because say if you're in a relationship with that person and then you stalking that person, but stalking them not in a scary way, but stalking them like you're somebody else that want to potentially date that person, and then they make plans to meet up with you or not whatnot, and then you as a real person get mad, get jealous, get your heart broke because if they talking to somebody, one other person, they might be talking to somebody else. But for me, don't stalk me. Don't stalk me. Don't stalk me. If you want to know something about me, ask me. And I'll tell, because I don't give a fuck. What type of weather do you like the most? I like warm weather. Not too hot weather, but nice warm weather. If I was smaller, warm weather where I can have my ass cheeks out. Mind your business. But see, I got Casey, so I can't dress like that no more. Would you give someone a second chance? All depending. All depending. Like, y'all know I don't talk to my father, and I've been trying. Like, he keeps saying he want to, get back cool or whatever. But I keep trying to, like, extend the olive branch, but he ain't grabbing on. So I be like, man, fuck you. And yeah, that's my biological father. It say, are you an easygoing person? I would kind of say I would like to hope that people think that I'm a easygoing person, but I'm a bitch. When you first meet me, if I don't know you, I'm gonna be looking like, who's this mother effer in my face and why? See, somebody said, is there something that you would like to try? But like, they didn't specify like to try. Like, in what setting? Like, is it food? I would like to branch out on food, but y'all know, like, I'm really, well, y'all might not know this, but I'm really, really afraid of food that I haven't never tasted. Sexually, I might want to try a threesome. So you may have a threesome. I had a threesome a long time ago. I only had one threesome in my whole entire life. If I had a threesome, I probably would want it to be with a guy. And I hope if he watched this, I hope you don't watch this far in this video. Is there some... Oh, I read that one already. Yo, look at her butt. Look at her butt. Can you guys see When was the last time you got to know somebody? Y'all know I'm pretty much talking to somebody right now, and I guess that would be one. But other than that, shit. The girl Crystal, in which I was talking to her for 3 years on and off. But the whole thing of me not knowing where she stood at with my son, kind of like, if you don't like my son, that's gonna be a deal breaker. So I don't care how much I like you or whatever, but whatever. Like I remember, I'll tell you, with Crystal, the last time I seen Crystal, probably like not the last time, but the last time before that, or the time before the last time I seen her, like she came here, she wanted her hair done, and she was like, "Son, if I was to actually eat my pussy, would you do it?" I was like, "Come on, girl, just put your pants down." She was like, but like I didn't want to be with her, so she like, "Cinda, if I pay you," she like, "Could I pay you just so you can give me head?" I'm like, "What? What? How much you want? How much you gonna pay me to put these lips on you?" Right? And then it was like, "Do you often lie?" Lie for what? I don't have to lie. I like to tell the truth because when I lie, I told you I got a head injury. So sometimes if I lie about something, it's hard for me to remember my lie. So it's better for me to tell the truth anyway. How long should someone wait before starting a new relationship after a breakup? I don't know. I ain't started a new relationship yet, and it almost been 6 years. When meeting new people, what do you pay attention to? I pay attention to how people treat me, how they speak. Um, like Savers, I don't care. Savers a stud or a boy. I don't like for their underwear. I don't want to see your underwear. Seeing your underwear is a what? No, no for me. That is nasty. Um, what gets you fired up? I don't know how to answer that question. I guess like what make me mad? Have I? Hold on. Oh, I read that wrong. I'm about to say, do I have I ever been ghosted? But this say, do you believe in ghosts? I believe that there's something in the spiritual world. If I'm not answering questions that you guys want, you can always comment below, and I got you. What's your favorite day of the week? Right now, any day of the week. Cause guess what? Bitch ain't working. But I'm about to go. I'm about to go back to work. So probably a Friday. Is there a person you would like to ignore? Like, this is some dumb questions. Do you prefer the rain or the snow? Um, we had rain yesterday, and I stayed in the house. And we're gonna have snow tomorrow, and I'm gonna stay in the house. But if it was a work day, I would pretty much prefer the rain because at least I can drive in it. If it was a day in which I wasn't working, the snow would be okay because my son would enjoy it. All right, so now I got some ones that's been. Mm, mm, mm. I'm crazy. Don't judge me. We did not get snow yesterday. We got rain. Today is supposed to be okay, but tomorrow we are supposed to get between 6 and 12 inches of snow. But it all depends on what part of Maryland you live in. My sister live in Owens Mills, so my sister got snow yesterday, and we just got rain. Oh my goodness. Um, shit. I thought it was on this phone. It's not on this phone. I I said my sister live in Owens Mills. My sister live near Owens Mills High School. By the Chick-fil-A, by the McDonald's, by the Dollar Tree, by the Big Lots, Bank of America. Is a Walgreens right there. It used to be a CVS. You close by? Alright. What's these four questions? Four pictures. So it say, how do my friends describe me? It might be like I'm a crazy, like my son godmother would say that I'm crazy, that I'm a freak, that I'm open, I'm spontaneous, all those words. Me, I'm going to go to sleep right after I'm finished answering these questions. Do I have a best friend? No. Name a few good shows on Netflix. I want to say The Circle, right? Um, The Circle, Uncorked, In the Dark, and with an E, All American, Girlfriends, Guide to Divorce, High School Friends, or something like that. Would people say I'm easygoing? I guess. What makes you instantly like a person? The way that they treat me, the way that they act. How old am I? 36. Are you happy? I'm always happy. What is your opinion on people who don't study? These are just some crazy questions. I guess they won't pass. What do you miss about being a child? Not having to pay bills, but I don't really remember my childhood, so I can't really tell y'all because I told y'all I had a head injury. I got a head injury. I have a head injury, however y'all want to say it. So my childhood past, say 10, like before 10 years old, maybe 10 and a half, 11, I don't really remember it. Would you consider, what is something that your friends, I don't know, it's a consider so you, but I don't know what they was wanted to say. It was other questions. I know it was like, it's on my iPhone. So I have two different anonymous accounts. So it's one for my um, what is this? My Samsung, and then it's one on my Gmail account, and then it's one also on my YouTube, on my iPhone account. But guys, in other words, let me tell you what Casey was saying. Mommy, you yawn. Casey, what that mean? You sleepy? It was a pleasure talking to you guys. Y'all had me on here for a long time. I hope you guys enjoy my story times. If you haven't watched it or haven't watched the whole thing, you kind of missed out on some stuff. So watch the video. If you like, comment, most definitely ask me questions. Find my email. If you got an iPhone, request me games. But I'm going to sleep because my son is waiting for me.